What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. AMC is having another great day. This is obviously the last trading day of the week, heading into earnings coming after hours on Monday. So this is a great sign that we are still above $40 for this earnings rally that is coming. And that's what I want to talk about, as well as go over some news that is, pretty substantial news, but I think it's comical in the sense of what we are going to be getting released here on the earnings call. So that is a main focus of this video, as well as just going over all of the data from the Ortex data, the 13F filings, the stock O tracker data, and the technical analysis. So let's not waste any time. Let's get straight into this video. Hit that like button for me. Consider subscribing to the channel for all your AMC update video needs, as well as check out the sponsor of this video, that is Moomoo. Get free access to 24/7 financial news, and the faster you can get news, I'm telling you, that is where the money is, and Moomoo is on top of it. As well as that, deposit $100, get up to $350 in free stock. I got a free share of Starbucks, so that was a 100%, over a 100% return just for depositing $100. So you guys might as well check it out if you want to be a part of that. But let's talk about AMC now. So AMC is up 1.5%, currently at $40.65 per share, still in this range-bound range that we have really seen in between $35 and $40 per share, still over $40 per share. So really we're now in this $40 to $45 range, and that's kind of what I expect coming on Monday, leading into earnings in after hours on Monday. I do expect you will see some traders though on Monday that continue to buy into the stock, expecting good news, which we know is going to happen. Now, when we talk about this news, I don't think this is what Adam Aron meant when he said they're going to be announcing an entirely different business line. And there's a couple reasons why, because this is pretty straightforward. This is something that a lot of people could have seen coming. As well as that, he's saying that AMC is going to branch away from the movie theater industry, and this is kind of still connected to the movie theater industry. So here's the news: AMC to sell its own branded popcorn at mall, kiosk, supermarkets in 2022. The key points: AMC is entering the packaged food market and will begin selling its popcorn at mall, kiosk, supermarkets, and convenience stores in the U.S. next year. The movie theater company plans to launch up to 5 AMC theaters, perfectly popcorn stores, counters, and kiosks in shopping malls during the first half of 2022, with plans to have 15 retail stores open before 2022. AMC CEO Adam Aron called the move natural and logical for the company, which has been seeking to diversify its revenue in the wake of the coronavirus pandemic. Now, I think there's going to be much bigger announcements coming, but I tend to think there was just so many announcements they want to put out, they decided to put this one out first, because obviously this is still in the realm per se of the movie theater industry. I don't know how much of an impact it will have. It's definitely a good thing to be seeing. I don't know about retail stores in general for just popcorn related items, but nevertheless, we'll see how that turns out. I think that obviously getting into Kroger's, Walmart's, that's going to be the key if they do want to expand on this business, and we might get some clarification on that coming on the earnings call. I think that could be substantial for shareholders, and I think shareholders would like deals like that. If AMC can get into all of your grocery stores, that would be a great sign. And this is a multi-billion-dollar industry, so it definitely could bring some additional revenue, something AMC should have done a while ago in my personal opinion. But nevertheless, we'll see and wait how that does play out in due time. Now, something else very interesting, he says AMC on a peak day we sell 50 tons of popcorn. Just a very interesting number right there. That's what, 100,000 pounds of popcorn. That's a lot, but we'll see, like I said, how that does turn out to be. Now, let's get into a little bit more of the data behind the short squeeze aspect of this trade. And we're looking at 16.36% short interest of free float. And mind you, the stock has went down quite substantially, as you guys can see here right here, these red candles, since where we were at about $44 per share. So I don't think shorts actually covered in large numbers, and most of these moves that we've seen were actually in after hours with very low volume when we did get these spikes, and in the pre-market hours, which it doesn't take a lot of volume to cause these big spikes in the pre-market and the after hours market. So I do think some smaller shorts covered, but we're talking hundreds of thousands of shares, not millions. We have 83.65 million shares that need to be covered, so not even talking about a fraction of a percent here. So that's that. The share utilization is at almost 88%, going up from 7 days ago at 86.66%, meaning there is, a little bit less shares that are available to be sold short. Free flow on loan has actually came down almost 1% over the past 7 days, now at 19.90%, meaning that a lot of this free flow on loan, a good percentage of it, like I said, about 1%, has actually been returned back to its rightful owners, and obviously they paid interest on that without actually being sold short into the marketplace. But keep in mind, take all of these numbers with a huge grain of salt, just because these estimates have proven to not be very accurate in the past. So keep that in mind. Now, as far as the Stonko tracker data, we are looking at quite a decent amount of contracts that do expire today. About 160,000 currently, if we close at this price, would expire worthless. 43,000 calls that are going to expire in the money, which is a decently high amount compared to what we have seen recently over the past couple of weeks. But we are seeing this option chain, the November 19th, start to populate even more, and I would imagine we do see this populate even more throughout the rest of the day, and I'll keep you guys up to date on what does happen with that. But I think coming on Monday, and especially after earnings, that's where you're going to see this option chain really start to go crazy with open interest. All in all, looking at about 200,000 calls that are in the money and out of the money. That's a combined number. So you're looking at a small to medium sized gamma squeeze right here. If we do get good news and you see those FOMO buyers buying the stock and the options, it's going to be on this expiration day. I don't think people are going to be buying the November 12th expiration contracts as much as these monthly expiration date. So be mindful of that. Obviously, anything can happen with AMC. Just keep that in the back of your minds. Now, December 17th, that's going to be the next biggest one. Obviously, about 220,000 calls that are in the money and out of the money. Already 35,000 that are in the money currently. And then the big one is going to be January 21st, 2022. About 163,000 calls that are in the money, 229,000 calls that are out of the money. So by the time this does roll around, January 21st, 2022, I think we're going to see a big move to the upside. Before then, I'm not sure about the MOAS or not, right? I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know if that's going to happen by then. But if it does not, then you are looking at a lot of hedging that is going to happen by the market makers in general. So that's what you guys need to know from that. Just watch this November 19th options expiration date to see how big money starts to position, because a lot of these options are being bought by institutional investors as well and trading algorithms. Now, as far as the 13F filings, we are seeing some firms that are reporting that they have sold out of their positions, but still, if you just add all of these up, a majority of firms are holding on to their positions or even adding brand new positions. And if we go to Market Beat or Market Watch for AMC, we could see Market Beat for AMC, we could see that the inflows to AMC still much higher than the outflows. And why do I keep clicking on that? Market Beat AMC. So you can see a lot of these inflows are a lot higher than the outflows, and you guys can see this right here. $122 million worth that has been bought, $1 million worth that has been sold. So this is the highest ratio in a very long time. This is even higher than Q1 of 2022. So definitely, I'm going to be watching this. You want to see how the hedge funds and institutions are feeling about the stock. That'll give you a good reference point of if we are going to go higher, if we are going to go lower, or what is likely to happen in the shorter term. So that's pretty much all I do have for this video. That's all you guys really do need to know. Hit that like button for me. Consider subscribing to the channel. If you guys want access to all of my trades in real time, check out the link for the buy and sell alerts. We have been killing it, knocking it out of the water. Just made a small loose trade, bagged about $100 in profits. That would cover your costs for 5 months of the buy and sell alerts right there. So if you guys want to be part of it, check that out. Also, the sponsor of this video, Moomoo, definitely give that a check out if you have not already, if you're not signed up with them. Also, other links for free stocks if you guys are not signed up with any of those brokerages. It's never a bad idea to have as many brokerages as possible. There's no rule or limit on how many you can have. So that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.